Good morning, everyone. Hello, we're early. It's 1:30 Eastern. Why? Because there. Oh, I see. I have opened up the wrong chat from the other date. What day? Yeah, it's 21st. I still have to get used to. I've been creating all the sessions ahead, and then I have to make sure that I'm on the right date. Here we go. I was like, no one's here. That's weird. Oh, that's because I'm on the wrong date. Here we go. I should be on the right one here. Hello, Meredith. How are you doing? I was already like, where are my OGs? I was on 22nd. Here we go. Good morning to you. How are you doing, Meredith? Did you trade it yesterday? Oh my God. So I went back into my journals and I was looking like, yeah, okay, what, I mean, obviously we are back in holiday trading, right? And I was wondering, like, okay, we had the last quarter of the year was tough. Or let's say the first quarter up to March, right? And I was like, okay, second quarter we had more opportunities, but still, I believe there were less opportunities than I normally would have. And I was like, what's going on? Why? What am I feeling? And it is really, I really noticed that my opportunities or the models that I use to trade, there are less entry points that suit my if then statement. So it's sort of like, I don't think the algo really changed, but just maybe the sequence of when is it moving to that last little bit that it's supposed to do or whatever. So I am adding more if-then statements to, so I know I found out what I need to do now and add more if-then statements to take out more moments of entering a model. Because it's just, I don't know, it's really, there is something different, right? But it's not the algo because it's still running the same, it still does the same, but there's like, they're more, I believe what I think, what I've started noticing, but I could be totally wrong. That they added maybe more manipulation moves in between, just a little bit more sideways or a little bit more accumulations in between. So sometimes we have, I mean, I have to backtest that. Do we have third states of distribution more often than only one and two, right, in a market maker model? Yeah. Hey, Lance, how are you doing? So it's interesting. But why did I go early? Because we have 2 o'clock London news, and because of those more limited opportunities, I believe we have. If you have your model, you will see. I thought, okay, let's be aware. Start a little bit sooner because maybe the opportunity lies within at 2 o'clock. And normally I miss it because I just start up and blah blah blah. I'm talking. So I just want to see if there's opportunity. But look here already, yeah. Um, Asia has been running up. Um, So let's have a look. Let me see, what screen am I sharing? So yeah, it's sort of like for me, I feel like I need to change some things, like either do something in order to get back to the same level that I like. I don't know if you guys experience the same. Like there's not really less opportunity, but it's different. It's just like you need to be more picky in order to get a good trade. My entry points are just less. Let me put it that way. I think. But anyway. So yeah, more consolidation, definitely. I really think like here, one, two, again we go, one leg up, again we go here. Mm, but now it's holiday trading, so we are back to that as well. Oh. Hey Lance, you said something yesterday, but you know what really will make me happy? If you would start trading your funded and you're managed to do so. That no shoes, nothing else, but really that would make me happy if you're able to find a way to get over your fear, and that would be my ultimate present. If that would be something that the channel or anyone here, if that can help you in that way, that will be the biggest present, really. But it takes work. I mean, it's not easy, especially if you're fighting demons, and you've been very honest about what you're battling with. So but yeah, that would be my biggest present ever if you would be able to achieve that. And it doesn't matter if you still, F up, because we all do sometimes, but that you find a way to manage it overall and still, get to payouts without, just adding just evaluations. So, but you know what? I think it's something for after the wedding. You have to focus on your friend's wedding right now, and because I know that takes a lot of preparation and life gets in the way. And just think about, the holidays coming to an end. Then in August, you can start preparing yourself. Think about what you want to do and what you need to do to make a change. Because you need to take. I mean, if something is not working, you have to change something, right? That's how life works. But I hope, after your wedding and we get into the new season, maybe, um, yeah, build a risk plan. No, I have not actually, because I'm just, I'm busy with the mentorship. I'm busy with um, the streaming in London, and then I want to have some time in between, and then it's evening. And then I sort of like want to trade also a little bit by myself, really, really by myself. So I'm not pre-market prep, but sometimes it's really nice just to trade by yourself. But I might. I have to run a funded account in the next day with decent PA. I'm trying to hit to be over eager and rush the. Yeah, well, that's your mistake. Well, it's I don't want to say mistake, but that's the thing you are. That's it's the red line, right? It's the red line being over. You have to submit to time, and also for me, that's sometimes my issue. Time, time. Well, anyway, yesterday it was an inside day. What time is it? 1:38. Let's have a look at the weekly again. Let's go higher time frame. So we went here, the July, that was the low, right? When did we hit that actually? I think that was last week. That's this, yeah, that is Friday the 17th, right? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, did we go lower? Oh, hold on. Hold on. I want to see it exactly. I want to see what day did we hit that low. Yeah, that was Friday, right? That was the low we created before we had the TGI app. So obviously we took out a month low, so that gives a reaction. Now, the question that we need to ask ourselves, are we this month, the remaining month, so it's the 21st, we have a remaining month, are we going to go lower, or is this the low of the month? That's question one. Question number two is the weekly. Are we going to get an inside week? So that means if we don't take out this low, are we just going to hang around and work our way? No, it's not that much anyway. If we, I don't think we're going to get an inside week because it's not really that much to do, is it? If this is going to be a bearish PD array, we should not go. This is the max, and yeah, you see there's a volume imbalance here and 0.5 within also that also matches the midpoint of the, let's see if I do it correctly now. Yes, so that's exactly the midpoint. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do go up here all the way. What level is that? 29,410. So let's say that's 400 points and still be bearish up to here, maybe even higher. We have a volume imbalance here as well. But let's grade the wick because we love wicks. We love wicks. Okay. So 0.5 is here, which is also 0.5 of this wick. So this will be my first point of interest. 29.9 to 25-ish, let's say. And then if it just want to go higher, we could go all the way up to here. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on this for now. I'm gonna leave it on the weekly, the gradient I'll put on the weekly. Let's go to the daily. So we have a daily fair value gap as well here. So yeah, so for now, I guess I would say we take this high and go into this fair value gap and then we reassess. I guess that would make sense. And also I see now my volume imbalance is matching a N walk. So yeah, I can see us go all the way up here maybe, but we'll see. We'll see how it reacts when we get over here. Um, Yeah, well, you need to have a very structured system. It's just like, okay, I'm to only risk, let's say, a certain percentage per trade. I'm only going to risk a certain percentage per, I'm going to have a max loss, which is a certain percentage of whatever. You have to have very, it should be very data driven that you just really can't blow an account, and never get to a point. Because for me, it's very easy. Once I go below a certain threshold, my brain just I just stop using my rules. It's very weird. So I have to really prevent to go over a certain amount of drawdown because it just sort of like really makes me very uneasy and it sort of like makes me want to not use my rules anymore. So I just have to prevent that at all costs. Once I go below a certain amount, I don't know. It's just like my brain just doesn't accept any rules anymore. No, GG. No, go, 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 go. No, no, no. You're exactly where you cannot be. Okay, let's have a look. Um, I pass, I lose a pro in two, three early trades, lots of volatility. I get titled, sometimes being right or wrong too much, like a switch or something. Yeah, we've said it before. I mean, you can. It's not that difficult to pass an eval, but that's not the hardest part. It is. I mean, if you probably also lost a couple along the way, but the hardest part is doing funded and staying in the game and getting multiple payouts. At this challenge. It's really not that hard to pass an eval. I mean, sometimes there's volatility. You're on the. It's easy, and it's like. But on the other hand, how many have you lost along the way? And I can always pass an eval, especially in certain weeks of the month. It's easier than others. I literally try to only do evals in the first week when it's NFT week. I just only do pass evals and have and then add some funded accounts to it. Um, and then in easier weeks, I try to just do my fundeds. But even on the harder weeks, it's still possible to pass accounts. What time is it? 1:45. I need to look at something. I totally forgot to do that. Let me quickly do that. Oh, Gigi, no, 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 no. What are you doing, my love? Okay, I think we might hit a level here. I wonder if we are going to turn around here for now, for the time being. Um, 15. I need to look at that. We've got a lot of equal lows also at the bottom, right? Um, I know I just need more time lately to analyze the market than I used to. No, maybe I'm just getting older. Or maybe that's it. I don't know. Just need more time. Okay, let me have a look at it. A very small range. It's a very small range. When are you traveling to Greece, by the way? I know your wedding is, I think it was the 12th, but I guess you're traveling sooner to Greece, aren't you not? Are you going to extend your holiday, by the way, Lance? Are you going to go to any other islands, or what are you going to do? Are you having a extended holiday as well there? You have some sightseeing you're going to do there. Greece is beautiful. Greece is a beautiful country. A lot to offer. Yeah, you should start journaling. I'm sure you don't do that yet. Journal your emotions, and then you can see a pattern maybe. And like I said it one time before, if you record yourself going on tilts, you're gonna be so shocked how you look. It's scary. I tell you that. I was like, what? Oh shit! I cannot look like that on stream. There's something changes and it's so weird. It's really weird. Start recording yourself. I was trying to record because it was because I was working already with the company, and we had to record some trade. I can't remember. It was for but I thought, oh, let me just or it was for a was it with Apex that you had to start recording yourself sometimes? It was for I think it was for a platform. I can't remember, but I had to start recording myself. And I thought, okay, you know what? Let me just record when I'm trading because I have then. You don't want to be in a trade and then, oh my God, I need to record myself. So I started just recording myself in general in case it was needed. And also, I thought, well, maybe it's a good way to, as a diary. So I just started doing it. And then if there was footage that I could use for myself, I would add that to my journal. Or if prop firm needed it or whatever. I can't remember what it was, but it was like over a year ago. And then I had one of those moments, and I watched it back, and it was so shocking to see. And I was like, wow, it's Oh yeah, I remember. Oh, I'm really worried about my Yorkie. He's never slept alone, and my dad is a bit old to keep up with him. Fingers crossed, I have a pro dog to help me. Yeah, then you're fine. I mean, I totally get it. I travel with my cats. It's crazy, but I take them everywhere I go now. But yeah, sometimes I have to leave them alone as well. Um, but if they're in good hands, if you have a pro sitter, you're good. I mean, that's all you can do, right? And your dad will probably do better than you think. Your dad will do most likely better than you think. With a pro sitter, it sounds like an awesome combination. Sounds pretty good. Okay, let's see, guys. It's 150. We're going higher. I'm not going to engage because I'm just wondering if we're just going to create another high for later on, or are we going to take this high? I just don't want to take it yet. Um, where is my NWalk and NDogs on the? What the F? Why did this all? Oh, I don't need. What are you doing here? You need to go. Okay, let's see how we are behaving here. I wonder if this is the. We're gonna reject here for now, and then go back maybe into the range. But we did take it. We went into a fair value gap though. Just want to see how we're going to react here. It's 150. GG. Now back into the range. We have a. Oh, look at here. This is a nice breaker. activation. I'm just. Okay. Yeah, I really want to see at 115. So let's say in 20 points, what it's going to do. I'm gonna let this one. Well, we can take a small trade. 115. It's very. I'm just paper trading it. Come on. It's already too late. It's not. See that paper trade thing is so bad. It's never too. Not on time. 20 points. I would trade it up to here. This liquidity. Never mind. I'm not gonna take it. I want to focus on more base hits on London. 104. Yeah, never mind. 104 and 115. Another 15 points. I would trade 15 points here and take it up to 118. Take it to 118. I would have traded it to 118. See, do you want to get there? Are you going to get there in this macro? 118. We're going to get a new 4-hour candle. Hey Ahmed, how are you doing? Yeah, I totally understand, Lance. It's horrible to leave. I know exactly what you're going through, but you have to. I mean, it is. Yeah. He probably would doesn't even. He probably loves your dad to pieces. He'll be fine. He's in good hands. But it's always. It's. I totally get it. It's always, especially when you don't do it a lot. It's really. I feel even when I go on a game drive and I go into a game park here to do a safari and that takes a whole day. Oh, I hate that because I just don't. It's something I grew into a little bit, and I also don't feel. I'm just like, yeah. I've got a lady living next door. She leaves her cats for months by herself. There is a cleaning lady coming in every day, Monday to Friday, but she says, yeah, they're used to it. I'm like, yeah, I don't think they really like it to be alone that much. But so yeah, Lance, pet parents totally understand what you are feeling. And we all do. But I'm sure your dad will send you footage every day or whatever. And, but it will always be a concern. Yeah, it doesn't get any better. It only gets worse the older you and the older he gets. I mean, let me tell you that. The only thing you can do is arrange some sitters and make sure that they are the correct person for it. Just make sure that they are giving your pet whatever they need. That's the only thing you can do. Hello, Aminelio. I hope I pronounce it well. Hey, Compliment Car, how are you doing? How is it going? So I'm just watching because we got 2 a.m. news, claimant count change in GBP. So I'm just thinking if there is a little bit more volatility and then it goes dead again, maybe. So that's why I thought let's start a little bit earlier so that we might catch a move that um, in advance of So Asia created a nice range again here. I'm on the 15 still. Um, Asia low, we're just above Asia high, and we're taking out most likely this liquidity here. Now the question is it going to go for this liquidity now, or are we going to take a little bit of a breather from here? That's all I'm wondering at the moment. So Asia made already quite, well, it created the Asia range to the upside. And how many points is it? Yeah, so Asia hasn't been consolidating. Asia has been distributing in a way. 300 is a bit big for Asia. So I guess I'm cursed. We're going to go back in consolidation a little bit. It doesn't matter what I do. When I come up, you just be okay. We're going to go in consolidation. Maybe not. We'll see. Okay, let me go to the lower time frame now. I want to see it too. Okay, so since 12 o'clock a.m. I mean, this just looks like nice AMD though. But it also looks a little bit like we already have done the work a little bit. Just see how much do we get here. Let me use this one. Up to 4. Yeah, so yeah, you know that level that I mentioned is 4. I wonder if we're done. So I don't like that. This is a proper AMD accumulation, manipulation, distribution. But like I said, I just don't know how much. Are we really going to distribute much higher, or is the tank empty around we get this one? You know the level. I was already wondering about 118ish. I don't know. It's sort of like I don't trust it too much. Unfortunately, I don't like it too much for an. The best move again was Asia, somewhere here. You know, 10:30, breaker retest, boom, and then. So I believe we're finalizing this market maker model. So it's sort of like yeah, we're at the end of it again. So see, you have a sell side, buy side, and we're at the end here. So it's not really a best position to enter. It's 2 o'clock, so now that news release is coming. Yeah. So London news release a lot of the time doesn't do that much, but maybe today. Oh, he's a COVID dog. Ah, poor thing. I mean, I used to trade GC, but I'm not a fan of GC anymore. So I took it off. Is my sound not working? My sound seems to be fine. It seems to be working. Oh yeah, I know. I touched a cable. I was moving a cable. Let me close the curtains, by the way. Test, test. Yeah, okay. I was moving a cable. Hold on, it's very sensitive. Um, Here we are. So yeah, that wasn't you guys. That was me, I think. Okay, well, very slow move again. Let's see at this level. What are we going to do? Are we going to go a little bit higher? So, 120. Yeah, 120. Um, 1. We're gonna go for the high. Yeah, I think so. 211. Let's see. 210. 210. Okay, I do think we're gonna go higher, but the slowness of this move is too. I want to see if we get a little bit of a pullback, maybe. We opened up a new candle at 2. Okay. This is the 2 o'clock. See, this is what I don't like. See what we did. There is no manipulation. If I go to the 4 hour, we don't have we have a devil's mark now. Right over here. That means no wick. So I'm gonna wait to see if it gives us a little bit of a manipulation move or not. It might just blast up. That's possible, but I tend to let these go. So yeah, I'm curious. So I just going to check if I take it. But times we will go lower first. Two, 6. Just go up. And maybe, why do we not? See, it just keeps on pulling me out of this. $2.10. I do the 2.10. Now it just starts picking up. I like this level. It could be for value gap, but doesn't want to get back in. What time is it? 2:07. I like it. 171. I think I'm gonna slip it down a little bit. I'm gonna do this and this 1.5 hour. Position. I just put it after 10 past. 171. NXT. Create this. One, two, three. Okay, so here. It's open. Let's see what they're doing. I have to see them if they are on. Otherwise, I haven't seen what they're doing. What time is it? 4 hours. So, it just led to the 1 hour here. I'm going to this for value gap. We took this. We're just gonna futz around. Yeah, the micro. Again. Hold on, 10 past. Now I did not open my account. The expansion of the stop loss below because we have you can see that. slow price action. Doesn't matter what I do, what time I trade. Let's get a small trade out of this until this move here. Okay, cool guys. A little bit more risk. Let's go issues here. This I don't know if your message seems to be working, but maybe it's here in here, right? I mean, okay, okay, so it's working properly. Okay, let me switch to the guys. Maybe it's on a different mic. Let me just go back to the laptop mic. I'll switch this one on.
Is this better, guys, for now? Yeah, I don't know. I just switched this. This is just the normal mic from the laptop. Is it better? I mean, okay, I'll leave it at that one. Yeah, mic is important. Needs to be good. Okay, let's see if we can dig a little bit deeper. Are you gonna stop me out? Yeah, that's when my cat, she goes onto my desk and then sometimes she lays down on one of those cables. So that's why I try to get her off. And then I moved it, and then you guys heard it started muting, and then it goes really bad. So I think there's something with the cable. Yeah, no, I need to look into it. Thanks, guys. It's always annoying, I know. Sound is actually more important than. Well, well, well. Let's see if we can make it above the end walk and go higher a little bit. So I am it's not a really large trade, but I'm sort of like, let me go to the 15 to show you what I'm looking at. I think if we do go higher, because we already went over this, we already took this liquidity, I'm thinking we might reject here. So I'm thinking, okay, let's not get too greedy. Let's not think it's going to take out this liquidity, but maybe reject for the time being and then lower, because we still have we're creating a few imbalances, right? Fair value gaps to go back into, and then maybe later on take that liquidity. So I'm just taking it up to here. I can raise it a little bit higher, but I just want to be tagged out. So my stop, I just want to be, my thing with London, because I like to get larger moves, I tend to have my TPs, the levels are valid, but not for London. The levels will not be reached because the trades are smaller or it's too early. So I have to change my strategy a little bit in London. So meaning going for smaller trades. And also, if I put it right here, or maybe it just might not get it, and then it goes lower, and then it takes it out in the next macro. So I just want to be tagged out with a little bit less profit, I guess, right? Uh, so I'm just trying to find my way to make London work also for me. So I need to adjust my strategy a little bit. And that means smaller base hits and you know, maybe more trades but smaller base hits. It's so slow. My God. 173. I think it's just a waiting game now. Okay, so I think it will go in this wick somewhere. Maybe even take it out, but I'm not taking any risk. I just don't want to take any risk, so I just want to be out on time. Um, it's temperamental, this stream. Yep. Always something happening. Okay, let's see. We can get to that point. Oh my, it's just slowly creeping like a turtle. Turtle, turtle, turtle. A turtle. I really wonder if today we can get to 300, guys. I really like that level. What do you... Oh my God, monkey, stop. Hey, you guys want to see monkeys? They're very naughty. You cannot come inside. No, you cannot come inside, monkey. They're so cute. I like them. They're very naughty. Mm. Oh, you guys can't see them. Let me make some room. You can see those naughty buggers on the. You see them sitting there? It's okay. He can sit like that. And the thing where I need to watch is because they're eating the paint of the yellow bench. As you can see, there's a yellow bench, and they're eating the paint of it. So I need to watch it because they're sort of like trying to eat the paint. So don't eat the paint. No, 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 little girl. You can't do that. Can't do that. Very naughty. Um, oh boy, and we are stuck again in such a small. Well, hey, Lance, I'm moving back to Hoedspruit in next year August, or not this August, but the next year, and then you'll see hippos on the stream, baboons. My friend, where she's living still in the area, she had a leopard just in front of her. She was walking out on the at night. She was taking the trash out. There was a leopard just 30 meters away from her. Um, I don't have giraffes there, but we. Um, I used to have a giraffe looking into my window, kitchen window, where I lived before. Um, hyenas walking through my garden. Monkeys fighting. Yeah, so this is nothing. This is just monkeys, um, but yeah, my next home will be on a river with hippos and crocs as well, though. But so you don't swim in the river. You just, we have our verandas over it, and we sit outside and. But yeah, next year that will be more, maybe some nice footage as well. I mean, and obviously other smaller game a lot, the impalas. Um, they do now have. My friend told me there's a wild lion project very close, so the wild lions are not roaming around. They're Well, actually, there are lions in the area. If you walk further down, like the leopards, they can roam. But there is a white lion project very close. So she has we I will also hear it. The lion roars from the project, which is awesome. I mean, it's so majestic. The roars. Oh, it's just amazing to hear it. I love it. Okay, let's see. Are we still going? There are many game reserves where you have giraffes. So this giraffe, he was from the person that lived there, and he actually brought up that giraffe. So it was very, used to humans, and it would roam around to the homes. It was sort of like half a resort, but also like a few homes were in there. One of them was mine, and so he would come around and just, literally almost say hello, just walk by hello, and then passed on. But it wasn't very friendly to everyone. So she was sort of a bitch, to be honest. I had the snake guy come over because in one of the houses we found a black mamba. So I called we call the snake guy. They catch them and they release them somewhere else. So he brought his cute little sister from Canada. Oh my God! And it was a disaster because the giraffe came, but she didn't like the snake guy because he had a big black ton with him where he would put the snake in, and no, it was very bad. It started really chasing them, and we had to run. And they when you have a giraffe coming for you, you need to hide, but like stand next to a tree and just make yourself at one with the tree. But they did it at the cactus. So the girl was full with cactus, and I said, "Yeah, just stay behind go behind the whatever you can find." And just, she had all the cactus in her legs and stuff like that. So it was such a. I mean, she was a bitch sometimes, really, to strangers, and you never know when, you never know when. So And giraffes can kill you. I can tell you that they can kill. Man, that giraffe was something. Jeez, poor girl. But anyway, they got the snake, and then that's it. That was not a good. That looked bad on us. That didn't look good on us. But I love the chaos. I mean, hello, Mr. Liquidity. Yeah, I'll shut that. But I need to see if the monkeys eat the bench, the paint. That's the reason I'm. The owner told me to look after it because they're chipping away all the paint. I want 40. Okay, 2:30 now. Let's see. Hey, no, 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 you cannot do that. It's okay, Gigi. It's okay, Gigi. Come, you wanna sit with me? Come. I know, Gigi. They're not allowed to sit there. I know. Okay, let's see. 170 coming. No monkeys. She knows her job. My cat knows her job. No, don't peel the paint, my friend. I think it will maybe do it before London because we already had news, and I think they actually, when London opens, I don't, the thing is, all the time, there's just one move with London a lot of the times, and then it sort of stops. Like yesterday, there was actually a really good move at London Open, right at 3 o'clock. And then actually the rest of the London session, there wasn't really that much. I mean, not for my models or with how I trade. So because we had the 2 a.m. news, I thought, okay, let me start earlier so maybe I can position myself. But actually, the positioning should have done already at 10:30. Like if you look at the 15-minute here, like this is actually the best position one at 115, right? And then into a fair value gap and just going to this area slowly. So it's also hard to move my stop now because it moves so slow. That still can be stopped out. But yeah, you might be right. It could be London, but 233. Okay, let me see. I think they're gone. I'm actually hoping to be done before London, if that makes sense. And then it's sort of like the pre-market prep, how I try to do it, like be ready before the market opens or literally at the first 15 minutes. But that doesn't work in London, I think. We really need that opening drive, right? It's almost impossible to get, especially after a large run that already did it in Asia. We are at almost 400 points. I guess it needs London to make that last little bit. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can close the curtains now. I just need to make sure. Hey, Gigi, you want to sit outside and watch the guard? It's okay, Gigi. You go tell the monkeys they're not allowed to come here. They cannot eat the cake, okay? Okay. I think they're gone now. I'm sorry about that, guys, but oh boy. Okay, let's see. It's 2:35. I just hope this can be reached before 3 o'clock. And then technically, it's not that big of a trade, but it is a trade. Um, 50 point trade. That's okay. Let's, let's see. I'm gonna take some off slowly. Jeez. So slow again. Well, well, well. I guess now, because London is coming closer, it's highly likely that that last bit of the last run will be in the London in the macro. So again, this is it points out like even though we enter, what time did we enter? About 2 o'clock. It still takes an hour, and that's such a small trade. I j- I'm just thinking, yeah, I could have like okay, um, half an hour later, I could still have entered almost at the same trade and be in it a little bit shorter and have maybe a better stop loss. But even though there's a lot of equal lows here again, right? Still not ideal. But then again, we've got to work with what we have to work with. 240. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. 241. I hope that it will be done before London, and then I'm really curious to see what we're gonna get when London opens. Um, it will give some intel. Wow, just in a trade for over an hour almost for just 50 points. I think my exit is very safe exit. I think it could go a little bit higher, but I'm just taking, I just want to have no rejection here. So if it takes it out, I'm out. But it could go to the event horizon, which is 200. So then it does take out this liquidity. But I just want to be sure that I'm tagged out after an hour wait. I want to be out and not like give anything, just like for example, it rejects here, goes lower, and then goes higher again, maybe at 330 or whatever. But well, if it has a nice retracement, it's another and maybe a new trade. I'm gonna just start doing that in London, so that I have shorter trades and don't have to sit in one trade for really long. Because also most people prefer base hits, right? Especially in London, just shorter, maybe 10, 20, 30 points max is good enough. There's nothing wrong with that. 244. We're getting closer to London Open. I just hope I'm out before London opens. That was actually the goal of the trade. Don't know if I'm going to make it, but we'll see. 10 more points. 20, sorry. Okay, come on. Still running, 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 running. Still not moving my stop loss because, well, I could break it to break even that I just don't get stopped out. But yeah, if it goes lower here, I don't even want to be in it anymore. Let me bring it to, we already respected this. No, wait, I'll give a few more minutes. I shouldn't even go lower than, this invalidates the trade anyway. Yeah, I'm going to bring it to break, I don't want to be in it. Let me do that. I'll re-enter anyway. On my account, I took some profit along the way, so I'm just playing around. This is just for me. I mean, I'm just playing around a little bit. Smaller trades are not my, I mean, okay. $246. It could go 240, 41, 51-ish, all the way here and then go back up again. It's all possible. See, that's what I don't know, this London trading is just so much work for so much time for so little. I would rather be stopped out at some point than be in a trade for this long. I don't think I can ever get used to this. I just really don't like it to trade like this. Um, So again, the news driver at 2 a.m. didn't do much. The move was already initiated earlier in Asia, right? Because it just went up, up, up. Um, at 2 a.m. there wasn't really much reaction, as we can see, right? It was here. It just went up, and then it just continuation. So not really something to worth really take into account. Like, okay, it's like a news. It's just the new. I guess the only thing is the London Open that gives a little bit of volatility, like it usually does, right? And that's it. Okay, 2:49. Let's see now. Come on, do it before 3 o'clock. I'm not asking a lot. I'm not even asking the wick. I'm staying below it. 250. So what I'm thinking is that to maybe do a London stream really just starting at 3 a.m., just before 3 a.m., because there is hardly any volatility lately. Either have to position yourself in Asia or very, very early in, well, as we can see here as well, right? This is the around one-ish. So there's sort of like always, there is a move, but it's sort of like between 2 and 3. There is sort of like, lately, there's just not much. You have to really submit to time. Um, So it's either really start earlier or just start later. Do a shorter stream, maybe in London, and then maybe add another stream, maybe in lunch PM session for me, because I really like that one as well. Just makes my day a little bit longer, but I'm just trying to contemplate between 2 and 3. A lot of the times it's sort of like a gap. It is nice to go over the levels what it has done, but you don't need an hour for that, right? So thinking maybe to go to 245, trade London, and I like the 350 macro as well. So focus on the this macro and the one in an hour. Um, just thinking if that might be a good idea to get more, you want to trade, you want to be able to get a better value trading wise, but also want to go over levels, but we don't need an hour to just watch paint dry. I think that might be a good idea. Just focus more on this macro, next macro. I mean, a lot of the time, the 4 o'clock gives a lot of volatility, especially if it's been. So it's either really, really start very early around this time, even maybe 1 o'clock. Maybe post some things. And then, what time is 1 o'clock at my end? 6. Yeah, and just focus on the 3 to 4, and then. Oh, we might need a magnet. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, Yeah, so for me also, I just don't do, it distracts me at some point. You have to also, my limitations is in my impatience. So what happens, I notice if I'm in a trade like this long, I get impatient in the sense, and it irritates me. And it's a negative emotion, right? So I start, my mind starts wandering. So I'm less focused on the chart as well. Maybe I make less good decisions at some point because it starts distracting me. It doesn't fit my style. So either I need to lower my TP. So well, like what Lance says, maybe go for 20. I would have easily already gotten 20 points out of this trade, but because I have a higher TP, I'm in it longer. But it's very hard for me to frame these smaller trades. For me, it's like, okay, but my levels are, I don't have any, I'm really used to find, okay, what's the range? What's the London range? What's the extension where we can go to? So I'm sort of like programmed to do that. But if we don't get there in a certain amount of time, it F's my psychology a little bit like this. So that's why I'm just going over like, okay, what can I do that suits me better? So either I change the times of the stream, or I have to change my trading style. Because lately, it's not like an exception. This has been like, I think, a couple of months already that we have been sitting through. And then there is a trade sometimes, and then I miss it because I'm like already sort of expecting chop or just. And then the best trades are at 3 o'clock or 2:50, right? And then my brain is already scrambled because of the waiting time. So this is hard. You guys are. I see you guys are also struggling with that slowness. I'm not the only one. Yeah. It's- I get really irritated. I can't help it. I feel like at some point I feel like sort of rage coming in. Like, oh my God, just go. And it's a negative emotion. And I journal it all the time, and I see it coming back. But I also want to stream, but I can't shake the what's happening in my body. It's, so I guess it's a limitation of mine, sitting through chop. I don't know. Are there I really think I do think we are going higher. But like I said before, is like I don't think the algo changed or something. What I do think is that they made it harder for retail to trade it. So they added. It feels to me if I go back into my journal, like in my models, I'm like, why is my model? Everything seems to run to its every time-based model that I have takes longer to fulfill, if that makes sense. So I've been looking yesterday, like, okay, what is it I'm seeing? So it's like they added a few layers of manipulation in between it. So either more accumulation before it makes that last run, because I was looking like, yeah, but if I would enter there, I would get in max. Those trades would be max 30 minutes, 45 minutes, max. And now sometimes I'm like, why is it not going? So I've been looking into it and I have to do a little bit more deep diving. I'm like, because I'm trying to figure out what change, what can I do to change it, or because it still runs, but it's like, yeah, but there's more either time distortion, more. I don't want to say seek and destroy, but can I call it manipulation? Maybe some more levels. I like they added some levels in between. It's really I don't know how to say it differently, but it feels to me I have to add more if then statements to take some situations out of it to so I've got to change some things because I'm just like, yeah, it just takes longer. And I went back into my gym like, yeah, that I see like an amount of time that okay, blah blah blah, that worked, and then now I just the same model just it takes longer to get to the end time. So I don't know. There's really a change for me. I feel a change, but I can't really put my finger on it. No continuations, exactly. There's a lot more. Well, there is continuation, but the moment it's predictable has sort of like it's less predictable for me to find the continuation, right? Or it is still there, it still goes, but it's like there's, like I said, they stop it, and then there's a level of manipulation in between, and then then the move comes, for example. But normally before it was like, it goes into a fair value gap, it hits a specific level. It's like they added a couple of ranges or something. I don't know. I'm still trying to put my full logic against, but I'm still trying to find it. And the only thing that why I like pre-market so much, I feel like it's a little bit, if you're in that small window, like at the open, and even after 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, it's sort of like it's really, I don't know if guys saw it yesterday. I'm like, oh, okay. Ew. It got really ugly at some point, right? I'm like, okay, well, so I like the pre-market, like just before open and at the open, because then it's like really faster. But then it's still sort of like I just have more success there lately. Now, for example, yesterday I had a scenario, and it went already to my level, and then it went to another level, and I wanted to go to that first level and then go up, but it didn't do that. So I missed that one trade, and then I took a perfect paper trade short because I was screwed up with my. And okay, why didn't it do that? Those two levels were pretty awesome, but the order, it didn't do it in the order that I thought it would do, and I got a little bit confused by that. But the levels were still excellent because it never went higher than the 191 level. But I was hoping it would go into the opening range gap first and then go there, and it didn't do that. But yeah. Okay, let's see, guys. It's now 3 o'clock. London is going to open. Oh, there's still no magnet. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. You're right. Where's my magnet? You're right. It's the magnet. I should have done it much sooner. Can we? I don't like this color though. Am I able to change the color of the magnet? I don't think so, right? Or I am. Am I? No, I can't. I should. I thought I was able to change the color. I did it. Did I not do it one time? Well, anyway. Hey, Richard, how are you doing? Yeah, magnet it used to work really, really well. Like Richard, he's good in trading London, and he can submit to time. He doesn't mind the slowness. Oh, it just drives me nuts. I hate it so much. And I think it's a weak. I see it as a weakness. But I've been journaling it, and it just doesn't change. It doesn't get any better. It just gets. I just But I'm already so irritated by the long wait. So it's a flaw. Impatience is a big flaw, and it comes down to impatience. I think it's still from my, something I really learned here in South Africa is submit to time. And it's very, like, if I go for the driving license thing, I always think, yeah, I have to drive back 10 times before finally I get my appointment. And it's actually a life I chose. But then again, my old European, highly productive, we need to do things in time. You want to go there, you want to get things done. It's still so ingrained in your system. But I wanted to get away from it for a reason because it gave me a lot of stress as well. And then it's sort of like, yeah, why, just tap into your female energy, be okay, blah, blah, blah. It's gonna go there. What did you lose? You're on the stream, you can talk, you can have fun with you guys. So there's no reason to get annoyed. It's just, it's me. It's my flawed impatience that is getting the better of me, I guess. So always gives me, it always makes me think, yeah, it's not a good thing to have, but it's good to be aware. And it's something I need to work. I still, it's just a mindset change, right? It's a mindset thing. It's just mindset. How's the drive? No, so time is exactly, and that is it, the my biggest thing I will keep on battling with is impatience, and that comes back to time. So that's why I need my rules to keep me in check. But the thing is, if I sit at the chart too long, and this with this price action, like I said before, I the emotion starts to creep in, and then also the danger of maybe forgetting some rules if I don't have my list next to me, because but it's this is my biggest thing, and I keep on also saying is in my impatience is my, and these are also those moments that I need to, these are here are my biggest learning moments as well. Like, okay, well, so do I really need to change? Is it like, am I trying to avoid it by just changing the stream time, or should I just, find a way and deal with it, right? So it's like, I feel like also if I'm talking to myself, and I don't mind you guys hearing my thoughts, like, I'm like, okay, but maybe it's weakness trying to just change my stream times just because I want to avoid this. Maybe I should try harder and deal with it, right? So it's an ongoing battle, but I also think like, okay, well, if you can use your time, because time is important, wisely, and do some other things. But then again, maybe in a few months, London gives excellent trades, and then so it's sort of like, no, it shouldn't dictate my life, right? But it is a good thing to be aware of your flaw. I think this is a flaw of mine, my impatience. It is, and it's something I have to battle continuously, because it really, every mistake that I make, if I go back on tilt, or if I lose an account or a eval, it is because of patience, and it always starts with, it always comes back to time, right? Everything comes back to time. So this is really my biggest battle, because everything is tied to it. So, Richard, I was saying, so the driving test, I haven't had any lessons yet, because the instructor says, well, your exam is the 11th of August. We will do the driving just before. But it would be really bad if I fail the exam and then I drive off in my own car, right? Because I still have my Dutch driving license, but it's going to expire somewhere this end of the year. So I just want my driving license, my South African driving license, before that. So my test is 11th of August. And I haven't had any driving lessons yet, because he wants them in the beginning of August. He says, yeah, you don't need much because you're driving already. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. So for me, I'm learning a lot from your stream, whether it is regarding setup or psychology. Yeah, what an opening, right? Yeah, and guys, people, I mean, you can still be profitable, but still have to work on your on some. I don't think it will ever end, the work that you need to do. I think there's always something you need to work on. And oh, let me just check my trade, by the way. I need to make sure that am I in it still? Oh, yeah. See, I also tend to forget I'm in a trade and I'm just talking because it's so slow. Like, for example, if I were to put on, maybe, let's say I put like two take profits off, and I already have one taken off, for example, because that happens sometimes when I go in and out manually. Sometimes I add manually things, and then maybe there's one more here than I still have running. I don't know. You guys probably recognize that situation, and then you don't watch it, and then you suddenly have it goes higher, and then you have one, in the red. What an opening, eh? Nothing happening. So, is there a surprise? Not really. Well, the magnet is not working today either. Hmm. It's just business. Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it. It's just business. There's no really no way to. I mean, I'm doing much better with consistency since I stopped long accounts in the middle of the night. I try not to even open an account outside New York session. Now that's good. Close your eyes and gonna be TP'd. Yeah, eyes is all knowing. Talk about a valuable thing. Oh, you're welcome. Well, I'm definitely not all knowing, but I'm a lifetime student. Keep trying to get better every day. I mean, my trading has become better, also during the lifetime of the stream. But like I said, every new phase comes with new challenges. So it's like I said, it's a never ending cycle of having to study, having to learn, and your biggest moments are those if you make a mistake or you don't see something properly or you miss something, right? You go back, you journal. Okay, why did I miss it? And a lot of the times when I miss a good move, it's because there was a lot of consolidation before it, and it just sort of impacts me, and I just don't. I'm tired already, and then I just lose focus a little bit. But actually, if you think about it, right? If we talk about AMD for those who trade, really look into Power of Three and AMD, the best moves come always after a time after accumulation, then your manipulation and distribution. But while you're sitting through the accumulation, it's actually forming the best trade. But it's also the time where you have to submit to the time and just let it go. And so, but obviously, like I said already, we had accumulation here, manipulation here, so we're distributing. And I said already, yeah, we're sort of like the end of the run a little bit. So the end of the runs are always a little bit messy. I still do think that we could go here, but I wonder if this is the run up to here, then you get a nice pullback and then we create a new range. But I do think we have a little bit more room in the tank. I don't think this is the top of the range though. I think we can go a little bit higher. But then I am not so sure if that range for London is we're really going to have a larger move. And maybe this is the top, could be. We'll see. And I'm wrong. And then we leave this maybe for later on. Okay, I'm stopped out, but I still think we can go one more leg higher. Oh, let me just make sure that I'm out. Okay. I still think we're gonna go up one more leg. I wouldn't go into a short, not at all here. I wouldn't be interested in any short. So let's see if this one is holding up. Give it up, give it up, baby. 1 hourly candle. Give it up, baby. I'm just following an order block, so I think I'm still bullish. We retested this. Still room to the upside. See if we can find a nice entry. I wonder if we're going to disrespect this one here. I don't think we're ready to. I think this is gonna hold. We did not go into here yet. Yeah, I still like that 173 level. Sorry, guys. 175-ish. I don't think this is the top of the level. It's just going to induce people to go short and rip their faces off. Man, I hate this price action so much. I still think that 175 level is the level, but I think I'd rather now be interested in a short from there than a long up to it. Because the thing is, we might have to wait again to the next macro, the 350 macro, before it makes that move. So now we just might get some consolidation. You know, we formed the 2 hour formed a devil's mark. So like if I go to the hourly here, you can see it clearly, right? Now I don't think they're gonna go now. We're gonna go here now. We're just forming an order block. Um, it's just gonna use this hour to create a down close candle, which is okay. I mean, we had a large run. Like I said, you know, it's Asia made a large run already, so London is not going to be that favorable then. A lot of the times. Everybody, 1 hourly. Does it want to wick this one here? Ah. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm not interested in this, guys. I'm not interested in this price action at all. Thinking of closing the stream, going to the beach. I've got let me see, I've got a student in a couple of hours. There's whales on the beach. I'm thinking of like just leaving it for now. I mean, I don't want to sit through another half an hour of this bullshit. Where's my phone? Let me see. Yeah, but I need to do stuff. And I just want to have a quick, because I can't do anything after 12 o'clock anymore. And there's no news today. I actually also, I think maybe even there's not going to be anything interesting after before 5 or 6 o'clock, to be honest. It's, I think that 170 level is I don't know if we're going to go much higher, that 170 level. Um, so I wonder if they're going to stay in this box here, in the blue box. If that's going to be the case, it's going to be futzing around for half an hour here. Maybe go one leg higher and then again. I don't think there's that much to do anymore. So they're going to stall. It's going to be a lot of time distortion. Because Asia already made such a big run, it takes out let's say it rejects here. Okay, so Asia is gonna go. Asia made a run. We reject here. We make another smaller range and we go back maybe pre-market or maybe at New York open. We take out this, go a little bit higher, and then again maybe deeper into the range. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it wicks out of this and then goes back into this blue box. So it doesn't turn really bearish in the sense of activating a bearish breaker. If it does, it's more interesting because then we can trade the downside, right? But I don't think it's going to give it to us, if that makes sense. See, we are forming a future, maybe a future bearish breaker. Oh, let's see if it activates this one. Let's have a look. 925. Give it up. Now, normally I would consider this a short from here. I would say exactly the opposite. We don't react, we only predict. We do both, I would say. You want to predict, right? You want to predict what direction you're going into, but um, no short. I don't like the short. I think we're limited to the look. Normally, I would like the short here. If this would be a breaker, we technically went below it. It would be a short, but I I still think we have room to the upside. So I wouldn't go full port short here. So that's why this area is for me not an area of interest in the sense of that I like to trade it. But normally this would be a short setup, yes, for me, or it would be the start of a short setup. Um, I would have to let this short go, even it might be a good short further down, but I just don't like it. It is technically a short, yes, definitely. Hell yeah. But I am not gonna take it. But there might be a nice opportunity for another long. See, it's really you went below here. We retested this at 330. It looks bearish now for me, but I'm not gonna take it. I'm not interested in it. And this is what I meant when I say okay, when I have a level higher, it's like they add like a few layers in between before it reaches some a level that used like if it was my model, it used to already go there to that 170 level, for example. And it's like there's added layers in, so to speak, like I need there's more manipulation in between before it goes there. And I've gone over a couple of models of mine because I was like, yeah, what am I seeing? And it's like when I would trade them, like I said, there would be half an hour, 45 minutes. And now I'm looking at the literally the same things. And it's like I have to add time. And it's like I'm still trying to put my head around it exactly because I want to know exactly okay, why? What's going on? Why is it not working? So I just need more if then statements to take out to not get, so because this was only 20 points, not even 20 points, just 10 points, right? I'm telling you honestly, this is a valid level at 70. And you'll see very strong reaction here when it gets here. I'm very, I don't feel any, I can say that with confidence. So what we're doing now, I'm just gonna see how many points. So this little area here, let's see. So it's just a range of 75 points. We're just using that range to, let's see if we can get a little bit lower. I'll take another long maybe. Let's see. 175. I really like 175. I'm gonna try to 175. What time is it? 3:33. 31. 175. Can you go a little bit lower? Let me just go to the 15. It's 0.5 level. Is this so long already? Yeah. What time is it? 3:35. I'm not going to go long. If it leaves this spottiness, it's a low probability for me. I'm not touching it yet. I'm going to wait. See how it's printing. Let's see the 30 seconds. Yeah, no, I'm not touching it yet. Let me open the curtains. Let's see, get some sunlight inside. Yay! There we go. There we go. Oh. Okay, let's see, guys. If there's a retest, I'm gonna enter. 337. I would even like it to go a little bit lower as well. Just touch a little bit lower. Can you do that, baby? You tested this already? Having a good lunch. I'm also going to have some lunch very soon. Let's see. Yeah, I really wanted to go a little bit back into that range, and then I'll enter. 9-8. Yeah, I think you're good. It could wicks a little bit though, but be careful. I would put it a little bit low. I would put it below here. I would put it below 990 because it could wick all the way in and just wick it. So this is going to be my entry here. So I want it to see close this gap. So I would put it below this area. So even though it wicks here, you don't get stopped out. Oh man. Let me quickly go to the bathroom while it's doing its thing. Hey, hello, Gigi. Okay, let's see. Now, do your bloody thing, get it over and done with. Yeah. So we had no water yesterday all day, by the way. The only, I always have bottles of water, and I got a few buckets, just in case, especially for the toilet. You want, just sometimes I mean, I've been with water like for 2, 3 days sometimes. And you can always buy water, but it's sort of like, when you can't do your dishes and stuff like that. So it's annoying. But everything is, yeah, I want to go long, Jesse, but I wanted to go into that range in the black box again. before I enter. And I'm going to watch how it's going to react at these imbalances, so to speak. Because I would like the long. I think 175 is my. But I'm also sort of like not really. I don't trust it too much yet. I want to see this level here. It's very herky-jerky price action, which is also something it's for me low, sort of low probability, so I don't really like it too much. But, let me see, it's really like this level. And there's one here as well. Let me go to the 15 seconds, by the way. I think this one is sorted. Don't think we have to worry about this one here, but okay, let's see. Mark was at 117 already. Okay, I'm just gonna wait until we get into this area here and maybe even lower. I'm only interested in this area for entry. And my TP will be 175. 110. What time is it now? 4:08. Okay, I might start positioning myself. We are on the box. That's good enough for me. I really want a small stop loss, just 11 points. See if we can get it. 175. I'm gonna get in straight away here and then 10-point stop loss. That's it. I don't want more. Okay, I'm positioning now slowly because I think I'm getting I have a very tight stop loss. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys because it might fill. Then I have a very small stop loss because this is a very important level. Stop loss is right over here. Okay. 90p 175. There we go. Man, that is very. Oof. That dug a little bit deeper than I was lucky that I entered a little bit later. There we go. Okay, very, very tight stop loss. Only 10 points. I'm okay to lose it if it's wrong. Why 175? Rejection here. If we do get there, I think it could reject here. That is a very, very, very tight stop loss. Okay. Looks a little bit bearish to me now. I've got a very, very tight stop loss. Extremely small, but still good to go. That's a little bit tight. Oof. That's like literally to the tick. Talking about limiting your risk. Okay, let's go. Man, let me make it more exact. This was my stop loss. I almost got stopped out. This was my entry. It's crazy. 6 points. Okay, let's go now. If we get over this area, I'm gonna add to my position. If we get out of the black box, I'm gonna add. Okay, we're done here. Don't need you anymore. $3.55. Get out of the black box now. So we're gonna have a new hourly candle. We formed this order block, and I'm expecting expansion to the upside, but I could be wrong. But I've got a very small stop loss. I've got 6 points, so that's nothing. 5 points actually, not even. $3.56. I'm wondering if it just wants a little bit more lower as well. Look at that. I think I'm good to go. We're out of the box. We have, yeah. Oh, this price action. Oh, boys, go. This is a torture, guys. Oh, shut up! I'm gonna ban you with your extra. If you don't have to, if you spam the chat, you're gonna go be deported. Okay, I like it. I like it. It's using the box as support now. I need a body closure above this black line now. Come on, then we're good to go. Come on, push, 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 push. Okay, there we go, guys. Just gonna add one position. There we go. Yep, I added. Not bad, not bad. If this works out, I love it when I can frame a trade with. There was a little bit tricky though, because I didn't really. Okay, let's. I'm gonna. I said I wanted to go into the box. I'm gonna see how it reacts, and then we had a very fast move through this to these levels. That sort of made me think, okay, let me just so I wasn't as normally I would have added here already, but I let it go. But then I saw there was no body closure below the box, and then I started going in. But the only thing that I actually wanted to put my stop loss below this candle because of the the devil's mark because I believe there is no wick at all. But I already placed it and it started going up again, but technically I wanted to go lower. I did not move it. So that would have been, for me, I was accepting to be stopped out on this one. So I just left it. But then again, I'm still like, yeah. I actually didn't want to go lower than this one. I said that to Richard as well. I said, don't put it lower or put it here. But you see, it went even lower, right? So I'm still wondering if we are still not out of the woods, though. But we'll see. I've just have 5 points, so I'm okay to. But the price action is just horrible nowadays. It's just ugh. Okay, let me see. Low and the open. Open 897, 89. Yeah, we don't have a wick here. So this is an important level here. See, I don't like it. I don't like this price action. I think we're gonna go back here. Let's see. I'm not gonna touch my stop though. I'm gonna leave it, but I think it's gonna go lower. I'll leave it. Just leaving it. Just leaving it. This bothers me a little bit. It's gonna be. Yeah. Gonna bring it to break even. If I get stopped out, I don't want any. It's not gonna cost me anything. I think this is not. I think we're gonna go lower now. Yeah, it's not gonna go higher. It's over. It's over and done. Not yet. Like I said, it's like they add these layers of continuously back and forth, back and forth. It's over and done. What time is it? 3 past. What? It's all low prob. I mean, it's just also just. Mm, mm. Disrespecting this though. We are coming back here at some point. I think I'm gonna put my TP here. If I get stopped out, I'm in profit. I don't care. I'd rather be out than sitting through this bullshit. I'll get a large trade in the New York session again. I don't really mind. I mean, it's so really hard for me to get my larger trades. Even though if I get 70 points, it's still such a hard work. It's so hard work to get these 70 points. If I compare this is done in New York in 5 minutes. Okay. It's over and done. 4 past 4. Okay, run now. Come on, you bloody bastard. Go, go, go. But more, this is you want to keep this one in mind here, and then maybe again Asia high if it does go back. Because I don't think we are done to the upside, but I think this level might be for now, and then maybe go lower, get some more liquidity, and then just maybe New York wants to go higher, maybe. Man, even the 4 o'clock macro doesn't even do a lot. It's annoying. What a torture. We're stuck in consolidation, literally, guys. I mean, it's not really moving. You can see we're in a macro, and you see what it's doing, right? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Who's enjoying this? Richard, how are you doing? Did you get stopped out on that move, or did you re-enter on the long? Um, back to the old school. Yes, why not preserve your energy? Well, I was discussing that why, because I like to stream in London, but it's sort of like it feels like a giving up. Like it's either I work on my mindset and accept it. And I was thinking about changing my times. Yes. Um, But then again, you also have to find out, yeah, like the balance, right? Because if I just say, okay, I'm just going to stop training London, it feels like giving up on something instead of working on the issue. My issue is getting impatient, but sometimes it happens that you get in a trade and it's just. But then again, London is my go-to time also I don't want to give up on the stream as well. So I'm sort of like, yeah, we suffer together. Let's just suffer together. And at least we're together, right? We're going through it, and it's also important just to recognize it. And then again, I put on a trade with a very small stop loss, so I'm good. I'm not losing a lot of money if it stops me out. But I learn. For me, it's also I'm just trying to maybe find the better times to enter on trades like this. Like, yeah, if it's low probability, then at least recognize the low probability and try to get trades with really really tight stop losses, and then still see if I can make it work. It's also like a little bit of a challenge, but yeah, you're right. It's sort of like a balance I need to find out. but it's low. You can see it's low probability, right? Because it goes back and forth, but it doesn't run during a macro. It is sort of like telling you already, like, yeah, I'm not really going to give you what you want, and I'm going to make you suffer for it. So, if you're aware of it, maybe that's already the win, I guess. And having a like a in my case, still getting in with a very, very tight stop loss, and already I'm in profit now, even though I get stopped out. I guess that's all I can do. But yeah, it's my mind does go there, like, oh my God, I just want to, I would rather be now doing some exercise on the beach. And but then again, I have a commitment, right? I have a stream that I want to continue doing. And maybe that's where my lessons should be. Maybe I should learn how to even get in a trade, through the London session and be okay with it taking longer, maybe get stopped out more often. Maybe it's I don't like being stopped out. I used to be really, when I started trading, I didn't even put a stop loss in because I didn't want to be stopped out. So that was really bad. Then I used to move my stop loss. And now my goal is to have a really, really, really tight stop. If I get stopped out, then like this is still good. You know, I put it here. This was my trade. I waited for the last moment because I didn't trust it. But then there's still a possibility I get stopped out. But now I get stopped out in profit. And that actually really annoys me because I want to win. You know, I have this, I'm a perfectionist. I wanted to, so I have to deal with that. And, but I guess that's where my learning things are. And just be able to maybe identify the area, maybe, or just choose not to trade. But then again, I'm like, yeah, if I'm sitting around behind my chart, I do want to actually put a trade on, right? Not only paper trade, but I do always start with paper trades. But I've done that share already. Then it's like, okay, let's see if we can get a. And I mean, I'm not asking that much. That's why it's so annoying, right? It's just 70-point trade is nothing for me. I'm like, come on, it's a small trade. Give it to us. But then again, we have to submit to the market. That we are just nothing. We are just their liquidity, right? We just have to try not to be their liquidity. But yeah, it's a valid point, and I guess this is where you find the balance. But you know, it sounds weak to me. Like, okay, I'm going to give up on the stream because it doesn't give me the price action I want. It can be different again next week, right? And just identifying the market is like, okay, it's not favorable now. I think that's already a win. Learning from it, I guess, you know, and just try not to lose too much money. Just have a very tight stop risk management. I think that's the only thing I want to. I think that is the message maybe from the stream. Like, okay, if you see it's low probability, just try to get this a trade that is really minimal risk and still can give you some profit. Now, for me, it doesn't make sense at all that it just really stays in this small range. That's really weird to me. But then it also tells me, yeah, maybe the long is totally wrong. But we'll see. I mean, I'm still in it. And like I said, I only have 5 to 6 point stop loss. So I shouldn't be complaining at all. But I hate submitting to time like this, especially for 75 points. But hey, we are learning. And learning, can you learn patience? I guess so, right? You can get better at it. Okay, come on now. We deserve it. Come on, guys. I know most of you guys are long, right? We all see the long more than the short, even though it looks a little bit dicey, right? I want to know your TPs. My TP, you can see it on the stream. What are your TPs, guys? What do you think the market is going to go to? Oh, CE Jesse, CEO. I don't even want to comment to your comment. I'm not gonna comment on your comment because you're 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 totally not focused on your process. You wanna make money, and that's already a bad, I think, a bad way to address to approach the market. Um, you don't want to do that. So I'm not going to address. Yeah, Richard, you were entered. Yeah, I knew you would do. You know, sometimes it's just you're just too early, and then it's good. If you know you're good, it's you just re-enter. I am not you, baby. Oh, Mr. Chaos, you close your eyes. We had what's his name again? He always said, take a shot of vodka and just close your eyes. What's it? Are you here? Hey, Richard, Martijn, how are you doing? Hey, two Dutchies. Richard and Martijn, you're both Dutchies, by the way. Maybe you know each other. Martijn and Richard are my Dutchies. I've got some more Dutchies though, but they're the most vocal ones. Hey, CEO Jesse, it doesn't mean anything how much you are up on the day. It's more important how much you are risking, and it's. I mean, we've talked about more on stream, but yeah, I hope you pass your eval. But just you should never be. I just want to just say, if you have to ask someone else if you should re-enter, it's sort of dicey because you need to have your own plan. Because I can always be wrong, and I am wrong a lot of the times. I sometimes I miss things, but you have to be able to identify your own model and trade it. Be confident with what you are seeing, and if you're wrong, that's okay because if you have a good stop loss risk management, you don't mind because you learn the most of your trades that you're wrong. But you should never be let someone else decide for your money or your evals. Like I can tell you what to do, but if I'm wrong, it's you have to be confident in your trade and also be okay to be wrong. Yeah, but never ever ask someone else to manage your money or your trades. You should never want to get in that position because it makes you vulnerable. It really makes you vulnerable. Like I said, if I'm sitting in chop a lot of the time, my brain just gets scrambled and I just don't see things as clearly anymore at some point. That's where I make a lot of mistakes as well. Where I make mistakes is when so that's why I'm always like, okay, I try to avoid chopper. Well, we're sitting in here, right? Look, I mean, this is we started at 2. I actually started at 1:30 because we had the news at 2 o'clock. I thought, okay, let's see if the London news gives us a little bit more a volatility, but it did not. But why? It makes sense because we already ran through Asia over 400 points. It just went up in Asia. So then, it's highly likely that in London you will get more chop, and we are sitting literally in it again. I feel like I am in, I'm cursed because I feel every time I go into London, I have this. So even though if I go sooner, but so I think I don't know. It's just like yeah. Oh, Martin, you're moving to Portugal, or Spain, yeah. I mean, guys, I know a lot of people that move from the Netherlands or Europe in general to other places. It's weather. I mean, every country has its advantages and disadvantages. I mean, it's never perfect anyway. Doesn't matter. But for me, weather is a big, big thing. So, and it's only summer in the Netherlands for like 3 months, and then you have spring. You can be lucky, right, if you have a nice spring as well. But generally speaking, half of the year it's cold. It's too cold for me. So yeah, you guys should come to South Africa. I'm gonna move to the bush, by the way, next August. Not this August, but the one in 2027. Because you guys, let me share you because Starlink is not coming here because Elon Musk already started his business a long time ago and he doesn't want to give 1/3 to the South African government or to a give it 1/3 away. But here's the thing: Amazon stepped into that gap because they just started a new thing. So they literally started from the ground with the company. They partnered up with a South African partner And now we are getting, it's called Every, so it's Amazon Leo, so it's also satellite. So we're going to get that. So I can literally trade, I can go into Kruger, for example, and it's like a little table. We were making fun with my friend. I said, oh, we can use that as a sundowner table as well, put our drinks on. But yeah, so that is something that's coming to, so even in rural Africa, you can have full internet now. So, but it's coming. So it's really a good thing for me because I like to live more, isolated, more further away from some stuff. So that really answers. That's why I moved to this area for the time being, and didn't move back to Hoedspruit because of the internet issue of the places where I want to live. So now in 2027, I can. We're going to get the satellite, but not through Starlink, not through Elon Musk, but through Amazon. They stepped into the gap, which is a smart thing to do. I feel sorry. I mean, I totally get it because Elon Musk already started his business a long time ago, and he says, "Yeah, I'm not going to give one third away. I mean, I don't mind, providing businesses." But now Amazon thought, you know what? There's a gap. We've got satellite in orbit. We can start from the. We can start straight away, and so I get it. So. No, it's not a secret TP level. It's just the rejection. I'm just looking at that it might not take the liquidity. It might just reject here. So I just don't want to take. So I put it even a little bit low. But technically, I think this might be a safe bet. So it's not a secret level. Nothing secret about my levels today. Everything is very logical, I guess. No secret level. So I think it can go higher though, but I'm just wondering if we're going to, because everything is so slow, if it even would be able to reach there, it might reject there, create another range, right? A smaller range as we are creating smaller ranges apparently. But I do think maybe New York wants to continue higher. Maybe not, but we'll see. Um, but yeah, I like that level. I like 170. Let's say 178. Let's say 180. Um, but because it's so slow, I just don't want to take more risk. My problem is, especially in London, if I trade the same way that I do in New York, my TPs are not met. It's just too much because it just doesn't get there. I still need to adjust a little bit more for London trading, but we'll see. I think it's going slowly up, right? Looks like it. Guys, I'm going to do a poll with you guys. What do you think about New York sessions? Are we going to be bullish or bearish? I want to do a poll with you guys. Oh, is that the same level as that 2A the Wednesday? Is that the same level? Yeah, I don't, that was very, I mean, he shared a lot this week. Yeah, those same levels are used over and over and over again, right? Once you know those levels, that's why I like to trade one instrument because you start knowing these levels and you feel you can get like, especially area of consolidation, right? If it's, well, we can have a look by the way. Let's have a look at the 1 hour because it does. Let's look here. Well, let me do it on the other one. Hold on. Let this one just run. Let this one just run. Let's go here. Let's go to I like the 6 hour. Yeah, here's that Wednesday area again. Yeah, so I do like 300-ish as a also for today, but I'm not really sure how far up we will go. Oh, my belly is making noise. Okay, let's go. Um, um, like the 6 hour, yeah, the 6 hour and the 9 hours are really, I mean, sometimes it just depends, and you see some different things. It's the same like nine, I like the 3 and the 9 minute as well. If it's really a lot of choppy, it just gives you, sometimes you just see a little bit more, you see a little bit, some different things. So, um, let's see, 425. Oh my God, it's just even, I can raise it to 175 and 76. Oh, yo. 369. Exactly. Vivek, yes, it's a very good. I'm very happy with my entry. It's actually a 13R trade from the beginning. Well, actually, I was a little bit low, but I raised it a little bit. But I was waiting to go back into this area here. It went a little bit deeper than I thought it would go, but I was expecting a little bit of movement back into the box. And then because it was a little bit, um, how can I name this price action? Low probability, or sort of like it didn't move in the way I wanted to move. I want a really, very, very, very tight stop loss. If I did get stopped out, it would be minimal. Now I actually wanted to put it here, but I pointed here, and when I put it on my other, I actually put it here and I said, okay, I'm not going to touch it anymore. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. I actually didn't want to go over 5 points, but I didn't manage. I had 6 points, so I so okay. I let it go. Now there is a devil's mark here, like that means there's no wick here. So I thought, oh, maybe it wants to go wick one more time lower before it hits the TP that's right over here. So that worried me a little bit. And if you look here, we have a gap here as well, right? So this is going to be in play later on. You want to mark this area. This is going to be an area of interest. I'm going to mark it straight away. So I think we're going to drive into this area again. Let me, you see? So just the wick here, and then I think this might be a rejection block, but we'll see. I'm just going to keep it on my chart. But I'm happy to see it's not going to go there now. So I thought it might go one more time lower into that area and then higher, but it was still going. I raised my stop already because I thought, okay, let me just stop me out, and then I just but it was going. So I'm just wondering if I should take mine. 428. I think it's hard work, man. This time of the day. Okay, come on, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. I guess that's a good thing about it. If it makes us wait, we're so happy with the TP being hit, like we don't get this, like, oh my, it's just normal. No, we're so happy. We're just so grateful. Come on, go, 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 go. I think we deserve the little bit of reward in the sense of 178. Come on, 178, 178, 178. Yeah, I didn't put the magnet because it didn't work last time. We're gonna go 178, 178, 178. Take, take, take. Go, go, go. I want to make sure I get stopped out. Tagged out, I mean. Oh, do not leave that level for the next macro, please. Oh my God, are you kidding me? It could be, it could slam down and go wait another half an hour. It's like I said, it's like it adds layers and layers and layers in between before it reaches like a some levels of importance. It just takes more time. You guys understand what I'm saying? It's just like they add like a few little, just I don't know, more consolidation between everything. Okay, come on, 178, do it. Ha, 430, 430. Go, 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 go. I don't think it's such a long time that I've been so happy that a TP has been hit. I think it's a good thing, maybe. Okay, almost, almost. Yeah. I raised it a little bit, right? You could see that. I would have been stopped out or taken out already if but I just wanted to get, I wanted to try to get 80 points, but I'm just short a few points, but it's okay. Oh, no, 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 no. You're not going to do that, are you? Are you kidding me? Are you going to leave it for the next macro, just those 2 points? Oh, interesting. It also matches with a little gap on the 90 minutes. So I think it's a good. Yep. That's a punishment. Papa. Okay, come on now. Come on, go, go, go. I think I'm short 79.50. I'm not going to raise it for another 0.50 because I don't want to. I'm going to call it 80 points. You guys accept it, right? Even though it's 79.50. Man, time is money. So we have tried it this long, I think since 2 a.m. So this has been hard work getting this long done. Hard work. They're making us work for. Almost. Almost. Come on now. Go, go, go. Go now. Trial and tribulation. Come on. Don't make us wait till the next macro. Yeah, they're gonna do that. Okay, I asked about you guys' stop losses. I wanted to see. It's gonna hit. I can't look at. No, we cannot. We cannot trade it. No, we can. We're not gonna close. No. Um, we are not going to close the trade. We are going to be stopped out, or we're going to TP. You have to get used to it's. I force myself to, because it's such a small. So think about this. Now, obviously you can trail, but the thing with trailing is if I trail too fast, I get stopped. So I try not to. Sometimes I don't even trail at all, unless it's very volatile. I would rather be stopped out. It sounds really weird, but it's sort of like to train yourself being okay, being stopped out if it's a very small stop loss or in profit, right? So I could already, I can raise it a little bit higher again, but I'm also like, yeah, you know what? It's either going to go there at 450 or not. I actually don't care. And I sort of like, I used to be very nervous with my stop loss and move it too fast, or and now I'm sort of like prefer to leave it, even though it's just 32. It's not about the money. I'm detached from the amount of money. I'm more detached of being right or wrong, or I mean, I'm saying it incorrectly. Hold on. I'm detached from the money amount on my account or my P&L. I don't look at my P&L. I'm not interested. That's why I put the ticks on. I can still behind the. I'm still calculating and I'm looking at 80, but I don't care if I make 32 ticks or 321 ticks, if that makes sense, right? I do care about being right or wrong, meaning if I get stopped out before it hit my TP, that would be more, I would really go into my journaling and see, okay, why did it go that much lower before it hit that level? Because that level is for me important. I think that's a very crucial level. And I think that level is a level that I've been looking at all London. So for me, it's more important to find out, okay, that level, why did it took so much time to get there and how is it going to react at the level? So for example, if it would expand much higher than that level, I know I'm also like, yeah, then why didn't I take a trade that it goes much higher, right? So for me, that is more important at this moment than just the amount of ticks or the money amount. So the right versus wrong. So that's why I'm not interested in moving my stop loss too much because I want to give it some room, or I just going to be stopped out for 32 weeks because I don't care. I am different when when it comes to pre-market prep and trading there. I have a totally different approach. There I really am I'm hunting, I want to make money, I want large trades. It's a different approach. There I do care about getting the good trades and being able to monetize. And I'm really, I want to monetize there. And I'm okay with that. But for me, this is more like, okay, I want to be able to recognize, can I recognize in advance that it's going to be slow to the upside? Can I prevent myself from getting in maybe here at 2 o'clock and maybe don't start looking at this trade before, the 350 macro here. So that's what I want to learn. Oh, look, we're going. Oh, come on, let's go, go, go. And now I'm just happy to be out of it after such a long time because I just want to get. Oh, almost, guys, we're almost there. Are you hitting it outside macro? That's interesting. Oh, damn it, it hit it and did not. Am I out? No, it needs to have a body through it to take you out. Also, I'm not out on my account almost. But I think we're going to go higher though. Now we're doing this. We want a body closure through it. Then it closes out the trade. See, this happens. So I would have been taken out already if I didn't change my TP. But my level has technically been hit. I think I'm getting out of my account. Yeah, I think I'm going to take it. I'm done. I don't want to wait for it anymore. Okay, I'm out. So I got out at this level. Let me check. $75 points. So I'm out already. But let's. Let me see this level here. I want to see go through it. So I got out at 75 points. I'm done. I don't want to sit through another 20 minutes, maybe going lower and then going higher again. So I'm out. But we'll keep this for. Oh, it took it. Okay. We did it. We did it. Thank God. Hallelujah. But I still think it could go here. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Whew. That was hard work, guys. My God. Okay. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, it's a TP hit. Yeah, no, so you need a body closure to be taken out. It needs a body closure to and body through it. So we're good to go. Yeah, I took it off. Well, it tells you a lot. So the thing is, it also gives you information that if it hits that level and it goes lower, it might, you know. So there's a lot of noise behind. Oh. Hey, darling, Gigi. Hey, my love. Mr. Chaos, are you going to close your eyes all the time now? But this was hard work, guys. This was hard. This was not an easy trade. I mean, it's just like going the slowness. See, I don't like this. But maybe it does want to go much higher when it goes when the macro starts at 5 o'clock. But then on the other end, we could also reverse at 5 o'clock. Um, don't do what I say always. No, don't do that. Please don't. Anybody? Did you guys? More people took the long. Are you? Are some are still in it, or are you? Did you take the profit as well, guys? Yeah. See. Oh, Jesse. When you trail too fast, you make an 8 hour trade, a 2 hour trade. You're still green, but it's sort of like annoying, right? When you get stopped out too fast. So it's sort of like, when you, I realized when I started getting better at larger trades, I had a new problem. It was I was started trailing too fast. So then I sort of like, you know what? Now sometimes you do need to trail because time wise, and but you don't want to change your 8 hour trade to a 1 hour, 2 hour trade, for example, and just re-enter again, and it's just messy. But yeah, like I said, every new phase of your trading journey comes with a new challenge. But trailing is sort of like you need. I mean, someone told me. I think it was Bowser. He said that one of those those guys that have make a lot of money. Was it Lento or another one? He actually trills out of his trades at some point. I was like, yeah, it makes sense, right? When you position yourself really early, the harder it gets to define your levels very exact. But it gets more clearer when time goes on. So if you position yourself early, sometimes you get more information, and you can improve your levels a little bit along when time passes on. So I guess it makes sense. So you have to find this sweet spot of um, of an area. Well done, Mr. Chaos. Well done. Well, anyway, I mean, we sat through this. It wasn't easy at all. I'm just being honest. I even thought here I was okay because I had such a small stop loss, but I was like, yeah, because of this. I do think this is an area of interest, though. Let's see when it goes back lower. Life is not easy. No, it's not. Um, V33, good morning, Iris. The last time I was in your live stream was 2 months ago. I remember your name. I admire the consistency. Well, I'm trying to stream in London every day. I was just discussing because London is not as easy for me as New York pre-market is. Now, I must say New York is also not easy after 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. But yeah, it's like a regular thing, right? And even though it might not be the easiest time for me because it's slower, I think I have to just deal with it and find a way to make it manageable, mind-wise, set mind-wise. So yeah, but yeah, I think it's weakness to say, oh, because I don't like it, I'm going to stop streaming, right? Because it's also not fair to my community. So I hate it when I say it, but it's a struggle. It really is a struggle for me. I guess that's where where my area of learning is to deal with this. So I'm just going to be honest about it and hopefully get better at it. Do you ever feel like running out of things to say on stream? I don't think so. I think that's the only thing that, strangely enough, when I feel I want to be quiet, I am just quiet. I don't feel any. Sometimes when I'm just watching and I don't say anything, and I realize, oh, I'm on stream, but I don't think I feel very uncomfortable doing that. So it goes very natural, I think. It feels, and I don't feel, oh my God, I'm on stream. I should talk because I'm on stream. If I feel like I want to be quiet, sometimes I fall into a bit of quiet and then I just watch and I feel, obviously that's not for hours, but I've done that a couple of times for a couple of minutes, but it's might feel long. But yeah, I think it's a natural. And for some reason, you guys, like I say, my chat and my community is the best thing that came out of this whole journey so far. So it's just a natural thing. You know, the chat always is ongoing. We always have something to talk about. I mean, I feel there is not, and it doesn't feel forced for me. If it would feel forced, I wouldn't like it anymore. And if I don't feel like talking, I'm just sometimes I'm quiet. It doesn't happen a lot, but so no, I really have not. And if it's really, if the only thing that I catch myself a little bit doing is like if I don't like the price action, I feel like, I want to close the stream. I said it today, and then Richard said, "No, don't go away." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know there's nothing to do." So that is more like, oh my God, I hate the price action. Then I feel like running away, maybe. But that's just, I said it, weakness, a form of weakness. Um, I didn't do it, but it was on my mind. Like, oh, let me just do it, something else. But yeah. So I would rather run away from slow price action than. But yeah, we got our trade, right? I mean, it's still. I really struggle with this, with the slowness. But 71 points. With how many time? It's, and even if you look, it's not that bad if you think about it, right? I entered here 3:30, right? It was about 3:30 and it's now 5 o'clock. It's 1.5 hours, so it's not really that bad. But we were already trying this. It feels longer because I was already trying this trade at 2 o'clock, something like that, right? I was already trying the same trade around this area here. But it's always when you see equal lows, you should know it's not going to work. So 2 o'clock, so it's technically 3 hours, but But let's watch the macro together, and then I'm gonna kill the stream because I have a student in an hour, and I want to also. I couldn't take a shower yesterday because we didn't have water. I need to take a shower. I need to wash my hair. We have water finally again. Yeah. Okay. I just wanna see if we can get into this wick, right? Did we? Let me check my everything. Am I out everything? Everything closed? Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, everything closed. So this is an event horizon right over here. So that's the midpoint between two. Hey, Mether, are you here, by the way? I want to know how Mether is doing. Are you better? Is Mether here? Let me check in on Mether, by the way, before I go. Are you here, Mether? No, I'm no, okay. I think he said something about it that he might not be here. He had to do stuff. So I want to make sure that he was ill this last week, but he's doing better now. Oh, hello. Um, yeah, I think he's okay. He was doing better. He had antibiotics, so he was already on antibiotics. But the whole family got ill. He got the worst. So, but he was already doing better. I think he said, "Yeah, your German brother." Yeah. Well, he said he was doing better. He was in pre-market prep, and he said, "I think he said something. I might not make it tomorrow." But yeah, he was doing better already, but still not 100%. But at least doing better. Oh no, Gigi, you cannot come on this. So I want to see how the 4 hour looks. So see, we have expansion, right? When these 4 hour candles are expanding. So I do think the 4 hour candle we could expand above the high. I wouldn't because we're going so slow now. I would think it wants to go a little bit higher after 5 o'clock. Yeah, we'll see. Any other more Germans? Yeah, we opened a German trading room, especially for the Germans. Well, no, everyone's welcome in the German trading room, though. But I gave it to Mr. Chaos, Mr. Prisco. We still have to get it up and running, though. But every time it's like, oh, I'm so because I do so many things in the morning and the afternoon. I'm just sort of tired at some point in New York, so I'm sort of limited. I need to take a nap, but I don't take naps. I should start taking naps. Let's see if we can get. So this is like we what I was talking about, that accumulation, a move, higher accumulation, a move, accumulation. There just seems to be more of these little pockets of before going to a certain level. So it's just everything takes more time. So the next hourly candle is gonna open, so we might get a small little bit in 1 minute, but I think it's gonna this one is going to expand, right? So the next candle, boom, 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 is gonna go boom, boom. I don't think it will go lower than here, 135. So it could go, maybe it wants to go in this little box here. We'll see. Mr. Kerr, yeah, I did a little bit after, a little bit later. I did pre-market prep, but I missed my entry, and I had a really nice paper trade. My levels were, it didn't do what I thought I did, but the levels worked, but in different order, so I missed it, and then I traded it after in the afternoon a little bit. Um, what date is it today? Okay. Now let's watch this last few minutes, and then I am going to prepare, and I need to take a shower. I don't have time to go to the beach today, I guess. Tomorrow I will. Tomorrow it's Wednesday. So the shortcoming in New York, but couldn't get in. It's your time, Mr. Liquidity, for, yeah. Yeah, I think it will go higher now, but then again, I'm out already. I'm not trading anything else today. This London session, I should say. Okay, 5 o'clock. So let's see how far, is forming the lower wick, right, of the 1 hourly candle. And I think the liquidity will be taken. Or not. Could also reverse here. Oh, we went into the, oh, we are in the wick. Yeah, okay. I'm not expecting that much anymore. Okay, we already went into the wick. Okay. Yeah. Okay, this little candle went into that 15-minute wick. So, here you go. Here's your rejection. Either it's going to reject here or going to go take this high. 5 o'clock, 9:45. Mr. Liquidity, I don't do New York's. I only have a pre-market prep I do. That is actually a shorter version, just the pre-market, and I try to get trades before the New York Open or at the New York Open or latest 10 o'clock. Then I actually want to be out of the market. I do trade by myself a little bit in New York. It's sort of like my me time. But I'm thinking of changing the concept a little bit, and doing London a little bit shorter. Still do London and maybe start at 2:45 instead of 2 o'clock. At least have these two macros in it, and then maybe do a shorter session in the New York PM session, lunch PM, something like that. But I'm thinking, I mean, there's so many good traders already doing the New York session anyway. There's enough to choose from. But I like London is really, I like to do London because it suits my time, right? But lately it just hasn't been, it just has been slower. I need to adjust to the slower price action. Okay, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. I need to do some stuff. I'll see you back. Yeah, look at this again. Ugh. Stay safe. I think we did well here, but it was not easy. It tested my patience a lot. But anyway, I made a little bit of money, and yeah, let's see what New York brings. And I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? It's regular hours will be 2, but let's see if maybe better to make it 3. I'll do still 2 o'clock tomorrow, but we'll see. I might change it at some point to 3 a little bit later on. And maybe we can add some educational stuff or something, just make the time worthwhile. Because I think that's also the point. I'm like, yeah, am I just, wasting time and getting into the wrong mindset if I watch it too long? But that's something on me. That's my own personal thing. Okay, guys. Again, thank you so much. No, I'm not going to the beach. I don't have time to go to the beach. I just need to take a shower and get some breakfast, lunch, and then focus on the mentorship. And then pre-market prep, and then it's already evening here. I don't go out in the evening anyway. So, yeah, I hope everyone does well. If you still keep on trading, I hope you do well. I can see it go up all the way up to this event horizon. But the question is when, right? So it looks like we still want to expand. We're still in expansion, I believe, but it's slowly expanding. See, this is still the 4-hour candle still going. So, but at some point, you want to be careful around 6 o'clock or before 6 o'clock. Anyway, okay, guys, love you guys. And thank you again so much for sharing the torture, the patience game. I learned a lot from you guys as well. So, anyway, I'll see you tomorrow and see the pre-market preppers at 8:50. Ciao, ciao.